So focus on that shit.
So that was who you was fucking with at the time, though.
No, I wasn't fucking with her. I don't fuck with her.
Okay, so you got somebody else that was gonna beat my ass, and she was just somebody you was fucking with. That makes no sense.
I don't fuck with her, and I ain't fucking with her. And I ain't got nobody to beat your ass.
Well, you thought that was funny to threaten me with that before. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable knowing that you think it's okay to use a card to slip into my side door and say that that's using a key because you live there. You don't live there.
Man, I ain't even been over in the house since then. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yes, I haven't talked to you in months. But as soon as I start talking to you, you think that is okay and it's kosher.
No, I didn't say it's okay. I said that's what I used to get in when I was living there. That's at the time I was living there. I don't live there anymore.
You never was living there. You never was living there. I never gave you a key. I never gave you. You never. So you had clothes hanging up in my closet, and you had like a drawer there. Like, no, you didn't. That was my home.
Over there, remember?
You never lived at my house. You never had anything hanging in my closet. You never lived there. You had clothes that you carried in your own car. That was at the time that you had the house and everything. It has everything to do with everything. It has everything to do with it. It has everything to do with it. Like I said before,
I was living there at that time, so
I would have never.
The time I was coming in there with the card, I was living there. I was there.
I would have.
Okay, you coming in there with the card now? I see if I was coming in there with the card now.
Because we haven't been talking, but you think that that's okay. You think that you can justify.
If I was talking to you, I wouldn't be coming over in there with no card because I don't live there.
You never lived there. You never had the right to come into my house with no card.
I was staying there. What's the difference? Living there, staying there is the same damn thing.
Staying nights here or there?
I was spending the night there. I was staying there.
You didn't live with me.
You even called it my home, talking about come home.
You never lived with me.
Okay, well, what's
that's a figure of speech, just like somebody say my hubby and my wifey. That's just a figure of speech.
You come home. Oh, okay, that was a figure of speech. All right, then.
Yeah, right. You never lived there, and I never gave you a key to that house for you to just open up the door with the card.
Oh, my God. Why don't you come over here so we can talk about it in person?
No, I don't feel like you put my life in danger. You bring people over to my house to try to threaten me.
Danger.
Yeah, that was very dangerous. Sahara pulled out a gun on you. Sahara pulled out a gun on you. That's not dangerous.
Sahara not over here.
She pulled out a gun on you, and she tried to fight me, and I had to call the police on both of y'all, and I lost my $20 an hour job fucking around with you and Sahara. And like I said, she only did that because she just likes to jump fighting and likes to be in bullshit. She don't give a fuck. She tried to pull a gun out on you.
You talking about something that's real old?
No, she tried to pull a gun out on you. That was not that old.
No, I'm talking about the other stuff you just mentioned. That was old as hell. But okay, that was like 2 years old.
The point is that Sahara tried to pull a gun out on you. And that same person.
Why you keep saying that? I know that.
Okay.
I
so you sent that same person, right? And you pressed charges on her. And you pressed charges on her.
Did she put a gun out on you when she came over?
She came over there to threaten me and to harm me. And you knew what they was coming over to my house to do.
Okay. No, I didn't. If I did, why would I be saying she did?
Anyway, like I said before, the police would have never been involved. None of this could have happened if you would allow me to separate from you in peace and not sleep in the cars, not come into my home when I didn't invite you into my home, all of the stuff that you was doing and not let me leave in peace. You didn't let me leave in peace. You didn't let me. You forced my hand by saying stuff like you was going to take the house through adverse possession. Weird shit like that. Okay, so that was some...
You just trying to what?
Make a point? No, because the point wasn't made the first time. Because the point wasn't made the first time when I just answered the phone, and I have not answered the whole time, all these months. I have not answered, and I decided to go ahead and answer the phone. So the point needed to be the point needed to be made. Some very violent and dangerous things happened in my home, and I cannot trust you, and I will never trust you. And God don't like ugly, and that's something that you're gonna have to live with.
Never say never.
That's something that you're gonna have to live with. And you saying that the police is gonna pay and people gonna pay? How somebody else is gonna pay for something that you did? Can't nobody, you can't make somebody pay. What do you think, that you above the law, that you're gonna make them pay?
For no reason.
You're not above the law. You're not above the law.
I ain't do shit though. I didn't do nothing.
Okay, you don't let you tell her you don't do nothing. Let you tell her Rihanna's house is still your house and she got a husband. Let you tell her Rihanna's house is still your house and she got a husband. She has a husband.
Her husband don't live in that house.
So that's not your house.
That's my family house. That's our family house.
Okay, so even Rihanna that has a husband, that's still your house.
She don't live in our family house.
So you have a problem.
They got their own crib.
You have a problem.
Their own house.
You have been an absentee father, and even what you're doing with your son, he would do anything to spend his time with his father. He wasn't even talking to you for a long period of time because of how you did his mother. So right now he would do anything to be with his father. You're taking him away from his family. That man needs to be with his family. You taking him away from his newborn baby and his wife. You showing him how to be a deadbeat. You're not out here doing it. You putting it in his head that he's doing it for his family. No, he's not. He's missing out on his upbringing of his children. He's missing out on planting seeds and spending time and being a part of your children's lives. That's what your mark is. You turn your back on your own children for a hood rat. You turn your back and then you posting her on her page, and every other day she talking about my friend this and my homie that and RIP this. These is all niggas that she's fucking. She's a slut. She's a slut. Talking about my brother this and my brother that, popping her pussy all in the camera, and she got a son somewhere. She's a slut and a whore. And you turned your back on your family for that. And then you sat there and you laughed and allowed her to listen in on my conversations, told her interpersonal things about my babies. She should have never known about my babies being a product of rape so that she could call me, threatening me and laughing about my babies being raped babies. You thought that was funny. You thought that was funny.
Who thought it was funny?
I told you, and you knew the girl called me 96 times in a row, and you thought it was funny. You said, by me saying you thought it was funny, you said little stuff like, y'all play nice. Y'all play nice? That sounds like you're being playful about the situation that's very serious.